Sometimes these reporters, in spite of themselves, they come really, really close to telling the truth about how black criminality is wildly out of proportion. On this channel, whether it's Minds.com or Facebook or Twitter or my articles or books, we have done more than anybody else on this, how older people are targeted by the fellas, how the fellas target old people for robbery, murder, mayhem, violence, even rape, and how that's a black thing. So let's go down to St. Louis, where they figured out half of the equation, but the other half, well, they're just having a little trouble figuring out that pattern.
In the last 72 hours, there have been several robberies in the city, many similar to what happened today. And some seem to suggest robbers are targeting a certain set of people. News 4's Ashley Lincoln is live tonight. Ashley?
Courtney, many of the residents that we spoke to today tell us they were disturbed about this most recent robbery, but we found a lot of these crimes are happening while people are doing daily activities like getting in and out of their vehicles.
I've never really felt unsafe.
Most of us feel safe in our day-to-day life.
South City residents say the fear of violent activity is not on the forefront of their minds. But when things like this unfold, that's when they say it hits close to home.
You think about that when you step outside your door a little more than maybe you would on another day.
72 hours before retired St. Louis officer Ralph Harper was shot during an attempted armed robbery by Tower Grove Park, criminals committed at least 12 separate armed robberies across the city. 6 of those happened in South City.
I think the more presence the police could have, the better off we'd be.
A closer look shows 3 happened in Dutchtown. One woman was carjacked by the popular restaurant Crafted in Tower Grove East. Another man was held up by 2 in Carondelet. At least 4 of these robberies involve victims in their mid to late 60s, just like Ralph Harper.
It seems like we feel almost desensitized in a way because these things are commonplace now, right? It's happening every day.
Neighborhood associations like Tower Grove East say they're taking steps to keep crime at a minimum by keeping in contact directly with police.
I think the biggest thing is that we continue as Americans not to be afraid to step outside our own front doors.
You know, they say that pattern recognition is like the earliest and most basic form of intelligence. I mean, if you cannot tell the difference between an apple and a rattlesnake, well, you're not going to be around very long. So the people over here at KMOV4 in St. Louis, they figured it out. Old people are targets. Did you see any other patterns? We got the victims. Are there any patterns with the perpetrators? Well, everybody in St. Louis knows the answer to that. Just like people in Baltimore know, Chicago, Washington. You ready for the little magical mystery tour? Let's do it. Boston, Baltimore, Kansas City, Memphis, Louisville. How many of these do you want? But good old Ashley Lincoln, she just couldn't get there. She just couldn't point her finger around, even around the rest of the country, saying, yeah, this happens all over the country, this nefarious group, unidentified group of robbers against senior citizens. Okay, Ashley, you got halfway there. We'll give you 50%, which in every school I ever went to was an F. Keep going, keep thinking, keep looking, keep your eyes open. And when you see what's going on out there, summon up the intestinal fortitude to tell us that the overwhelming number of violent crimes committed in St. Louis, including 100% of the crimes you just finished talking about, the perps were black. Now let's see if you can figure out a way to say that without worrying about making the black kids angry.